Pokemon, so for the past month or so there's been a new craze going around amongst people my age and slightly older and slightly younger, and that is of course Pokemon Go. It was released sometime at the beginning of July in USA and Australia, New Zealand, and then also like the second week of July in the UK, although quite a lot of people got it slightly earlier, me included. I mean, I couldn't resist. Pokemon's been a big part of my life for the past 17 years, and I'm saying a big part of my life because I still enjoy Pokemon and I still buy the DS games for it. To be honest, when I first heard the idea of the game itself, I wasn't entirely sure what it was. I thought it was originally a DS game. I didn't realise another company had taken some rights for Pokemon to make it a mobile app. But once I found out that the game pretty much entailed taking your phone out, walking around, catching Pokemon, having your own Pokemon, being able to fight in gyms, I had to get it. I mean, I've always wanted a Squirtle, so just having it on my phone and pretending that it's a real one, it kind of works. Until I can get a real life Squirtle, that'll do for me. It's better than nothing anyway, at least I get to see it on my phone screen all the time. Since this game's come out, it's divided people somewhat. A lot of people have been praising the game because the idea is pretty much to walk around and find the Pokemon, and also with the inclusion of the eggs, you have to actually walk certain kilometres to get the eggs to hatch to get extra Pokemon. For me, that's probably one of the biggest positives that this game has. It's encouraging more people to go outside and to do some exercise and just to stop sitting in their rooms in front of a computer screen. So instead of a large computer or TV screen, they're swapping it for a tiny phone screen, but it's included such a social aspect as well. So many people have been organising meetups and events where they can go and catch Pokemon together or go and battle gyms together or train, and I think it's something that this generation needed, especially as actual human interactions has seemed to have dwindled down slightly in the past decade or so, just because of the rise of the internet and being able to chat to people via text messages, via emails, and I think it's a great way to get a sort of community spirit back into people and to at least get people outside. The main reason people don't really like it is because it's another game, and unfortunately games do tend to get quite a lot of negative feedback and also a lot of negative press. Most of the stuff that's been going on in the press about this game is the fact that people have been causing road accidents, someone like fell in a river or something. I think someone's actually been killed because they broke into someone's house. To be honest, I don't really think you can blame a game for that. I wouldn't personally go and break into someone's house, and I have been playing this game non-stop for the past week. To be honest, it does seem like it is pretty much the older generations who are criticising this game and who are finding issues with it. They're complaining that people are still going outside and looking on their phones, but they're not understanding that it's getting people outside. For example, for the past week I've been on holiday in Cornwall with my entire family, and I've been with my nan, and she is of the older generation who have been criticising the game. The first day that I got my phone out and was catching Pokemon, she questioned me on it and she didn't seem to understand why I would want to play this game. But I tried to explain to her the benefits of the game itself, just by the fact that you had to walk to get the Pokemon, you had to walk to go to the Pokestops, and you didn't have to pay. She thought you had to pay for it and thought it was some sort of rip-off game. I have paid 80p for Pokeballs, but there was an eBay nearby and it was important that I caught it. And there was no Pokestops nearby, and it's the only time, and it may be the only time, I ever pay for a game like that. I've never seen the point in the pay for play. Is it freemium games? I can never say that. So I have actually managed to persuade her that this is a good game, and by the end of the week she was actually tempted to download it. I don't think she will be doing now she's gone back home, just because she doesn't tend to get the opportunity to go out for long walks, and I don't think it's something that she would play with other family members, and I don't think she'd go on it on her own, but she would have probably enjoyed it whilst we were walking around. I did have to explain to her, however, that it did use the internet data, so if she wanted it she might need to upgrade whatever internet package she's got, because I've got 10 gigabytes of data each month. I think she'd only got one, so I know that I'm safe in using it, whereas she would probably go over. As with most criticisms that come across with modern technology, I think that this is just one that's going to constantly get hate. I say hate, I don't really mean hate. I think it's just going to get a lot of bad publicity from the people who don't understand why so many people have downloaded this game and why so many people want to play this game and are playing it and are going outside. It's just something that's going to constantly crop up. It doesn't matter how much it helps to encourage younger people to go out and exercise, or even people my age to go out and exercise, or how much it encourages people to socialise as a community in certain areas, or to create new friends or anything like that. It's just going to have the negative backlash, as with most things, which is a shame because it is actually helping people. There's been a lot of people who have posted online saying that they felt better in themselves from playing this game because it's given them a reason to go outside, because before everything they wanted to do was sat in their bedroom on a laptop, watching TV, talking to friends, even reading. Everything they wanted to do they could do in one room of their house, but now they've got a reason to leave and to go outside, and they're actually appreciative of that. The only real downside to the game itself is the fact that you've got to have internet data, so if you're in an area with very little phone signal, which is what I've got now, if you've not connected to Wi-Fi and you've not got any phone data signal, it's not going to work. So you might be in a really good place, but if you haven't got access to that, then there's nothing. Currently there's a gym and a Pokestop just down the road from here, and I can't do anything with them because as soon as you get anywhere nearby, phone signal's wiped out and there's no Wi-Fi down there. Honestly, I'd say I'm a somewhat active person already. I do enjoy going out for walks. I go for a run when I get the chance to. But this game has made me slightly more active. I was doing some walks on my dinner breaks to go and catch Pokemon. I went on a 5-kilometre walk for no reason to try and catch whichever Pokemon were around my house a few days ago. I say a few days, about a week or two ago. It was quite good. I managed to find a Paris, but I had to walk into the middle of some woods. So swings and roundabouts. But I do think it is a really beneficial game for anyone who wants to try and increase any activity time in their day. The only downside is that your phone does run out of battery really quick. I am going to go and buy a power bank in the next couple of days so that I can charge my phone up whilst I'm out, because I don't have a removable battery in this. The Samsung A5 does not have a removable battery. It's all integrated, and it is probably one of the worst things ever because it means I can't charge up a second battery and take it out with me, but that's my phone issue. If you've got any opinions on this game, I'd love to hear them. If you've downloaded the game and you like it, I'd like to hear that. If you didn't like it, I'd also like to hear that. Also, what was your starter Pokemon? Me, Squirtle, obviously, but I'd like to know what yours are. I'm just really interested in what people pick, to be honest. I've been going around the office at work asking the same question. If you've got any suggestions for any future videos you'd like me to make, then leave them in the comments below, or send them to me via Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or any of my social media links that are also below. And if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to press subscribe. I hope you're all well, and until next time, bye!